Hello, I'm Kevin Peterson, Director of Economic Development at New Hampshire Community Development Finance Authority. In this presentation, we will share how CDFA uses data to understand the challenges and strengths of towns, cities, and counties in the Granite State, to support good decision-making by our partners, and to guide our community economic development investments. First, let me provide a brief overview of CDFA, what we do, and how we work. Our mission is to maximize the value and impact of community development, economic development, and clean energy initiatives across the Granite State. We see a future in which all New Hampshire communities are economically and socially resilient, reflect and respect their natural surroundings, and are places where people want to live, work, and play. We work to align CDFA resources to meet evolving community and economic development needs. In all of our efforts, we value integrity, prioritize collaboration, strive to be adaptable to changing needs and issues, respect people and place, and make focused investments that promote prosperity for all. We invest in the people of New Hampshire by deploying a well-tuned and effective investment system, enabling partners to make transformational and sustainable changes, and taking an innovative and collaborative approach to development finance. We provide a variety of financial resources, including the competitive deployment of grants, loans, and state tax credit equity, and our staff provides technical assistance to prospective applicants from communities, nonprofit organizations, and for-profit businesses. CDFA resources support all stages of the project development ecosystem, enabling our partners to identify a community need, explore ways to meet that need, and ultimately to develop and implement a solution. At the early concept stage, we help catalyze new ideas, promote innovation, and support organizational capacity building. Access to funds to determine the viability of a project is a critical early step, so we deploy a variety of resources to support planning and development. The largest portion of CDFA resources supports the implementation of community development, economic development, and clean energy projects throughout New Hampshire. These include community development block grants, tax credit equity, clean energy loans, and other resources. Across all phases, CDFA staff provide continuous engagement. We work closely with applicants to understand their project, to align that project with different types of CDFA funding and financing, to navigate CDFA's application and review processes, and to connect with other potential funding sources. The impact of the CDFA investment ecosystem includes revitalized downtowns, high-quality childcare facilities, renovated housing, clean energy projects, business expansion to provide jobs, and a healthy and vibrant nonprofit sector. For the fiscal year that ended on June 30th, 2020, CDFA invested nearly $18 million in grants, tax credit equity, and loans into dozens of New Hampshire communities. Those investments supported 109 separate projects affecting nearly 180,000 people. The map shows that our funding touched down all over the state, resulting in new and rehabilitated housing, new jobs and stronger small businesses, more efficient, comfortable, and resilient buildings, and significant energy savings. In many cases, this year's CDFA investments are building on investments in previous years, with many of our grantees increasing their capacity and sophistication. In order to make good decisions and effectively target resources, CDFA collects a wide range of data, trends, and other information. Data originate from internal and external sources and are tracked at the local, county, regional, state, and national level. Good data can serve a variety of purposes, both for CDFA and for our partners and stakeholders. Over the past several years, CDFA has begun to place greater emphasis on data gathering and analysis, with the ultimate goal of improving the overall well-being of all communities across the Granite State. Historically, CDFA relied primarily on data collected through the U.S. Census Bureau. Over the past decade, 7 data points from the 2010 census made up a part of the scoring system for the Community Development Block Grant Program, which focuses on improving well-being for low and moderate income people and families. With each passing year, however, those data points became increasingly out of date. Fortunately, New Hampshire has several excellent organizations that are focused on data collection and analysis. In particular, the New Hampshire Fiscal Policy Institute collects and distributes dozens of data sets that help tell the story of New Hampshire communities. In 2019, CDFA engaged with the Fiscal Policy Institute and with a fellow from UNH's Carsey School of Public Policy on a project to update our CDBG scoring system and to develop a more robust set of community indicators that are more accurate, more relevant to communities, and can be easily updated and refined over time. Building on FPI's earlier analysis and reports on municipalities, we focused on municipal level data for several reasons. First, municipal data can provide more focused insights that don't appear at the county level. And second, we wanted to provide a platform that helps inform local government decision making. However, some municipal data sets were too small, lacked certainty, or were based on surveys or modeling. In these cases, we identified comparable county data sets that were more reliable and more accurate. The result is a set of community progress indicators, which fall into three broad categories: basic human needs, access to opportunity, and community sustainability and vibrancy. The first set of indicators was released in January 2020 using data from 2019. In the summer and fall, we will work closely with Fiscal Policy Institute staff to update the indicators with new data from the current year. We post updated community progress indicators on our website in December for use in the following calendar year. Next year, we hope the indicators will incorporate some new data from the 2020 census. Let's take a closer look at what the community progress indicators can tell us. Data for all 13 indicators are compiled for each New Hampshire municipality and for each of the state's 10 counties. The information is displayed on an Excel spreadsheet, so it can be sorted in a variety of ways. This is an excerpt from the 2020 indicators showing data for communities in Belknap County. Municipalities are listed in the far left column, so as you read across the table, you can see the indicator value for each community, starting with population. You can use these data to inform community decision-making and investments, and you can see how your community compares to other communities nearby or within your county. Let's take a look at one community, Laconia. It is the most populous municipality in Belknap County, and it also has the highest rates of enrollment in the SNAP, also known as food stamps, and free and reduced price lunch school meal programs. Housing is expensive in Belknap County, with families spending 18% more than the benchmark of 30% of household income on housing costs. For this indicator, if a family spent a total of 30% of its income on housing, the indicator would show 100%. And nearly 10% of people don't have health insurance. The median age in Laconia is lower than in most surrounding towns, which suggests a higher percentage of children living in that township. Household income is statistically lower than the statewide median income, which, along with SNAP and school meal enrollment, can be good indicators of how many people are financially challenged. A pretty good indicator of the town's ability to provide basic municipal services, such as roads, schools, police and fire, and social services, is taxable property per capita. In Laconia, property value is slightly higher than the statewide median, but lower than most other towns in the county. With the community progress indicators, anyone can create a similar snapshot of circumstances in their own city or town. The community progress indicators also serve as the basis for a core data index that contributes to the scoring system to evaluate grant applications to the Community Development Block Grant Program. The core data index is a relative measure of poverty and other socioeconomic challenges, and it replaces the CDBG set factors that were based in the data from the 2010 census. Scores range from 0 to 70, with 70 representing the greatest combination of socioeconomic challenges in that community. The figures for Belknap County towns are shown here. CDFA will publish an updated core data index for all New Hampshire municipalities and counties each December. Over time, we will continue to assess the efficacy of the index as a tool for understanding a broad range of socioeconomic issues facing communities across the Granite State. Right now, the Community Progress Indicators, the Core Data Index, and related information are available on our website. Anyone can go to www.nhcdfa.org, click on the Engagement page shown here, and under Data Analysis, click on the CDFA Community Progress Indicators to download the full spreadsheet. We hope that leaders across the state will access the Community Progress Indicators and use them to help learn more about community needs and strengths. Over time, we hope to add more indicators, and we will update the data on our web page annually. CDFA also is exploring ways to visually display the Community Progress Indicators so you can literally see the similarities, differences, and trends on a map. Right now, some of the data sets in the Community Progress Indicators can be seen using a tool called Policy Map. Their website, www.policymap.com, provides free access to literally thousands of data sources. This is a great source of information by state, county, city or town, zip code, or even census tract, depending on the data. What you see here is a screenshot of New Hampshire showing the eligible census tracts for the federal New Markets Tax Credit Program, shown in dark blue. Data can be viewed on a map like this one or downloaded onto data spreadsheets. We have a link to Policy Map on our webpage in the engagement section, and we hope people will continue to explore this user-friendly web resource. CDFA is committed to improving our data capacity so that we can continue to target our investments to increase community impact. For example, we are currently working with the Hannah Grimes Center for Entrepreneurship in Keene to develop a set of county-level economic indicators to document and inform the entrepreneurial and business startup ecosystem in the Granite State. We hope to add these indicators to our website in 2021. Going forward, CDFA will continue to use data to improve our internal processes and better align our investments with changing and evolving community needs. And we hope that the data we collect and share will serve our stakeholders, partners, and communities to make more informed decisions about their community economic development future. All of these activities will become part of CDFA's annual work cycle and will contribute to the comprehensive review and update of our Living Strategic Plan. We look forward to sharing even more data and information to help New Hampshire communities document their needs, chart their future plans, and seek additional resources, as well as building resiliency. Please reach out to us with any questions, and we thank you for your time.